What's going on? Welcome to Cook with Chef Pat. Tonight we're just going to do a simple grilled lemon pepper Cornish hen. We're going to start from beginning to end. So let's go. Let's get it started. Before we touch our meat, we're going to go ahead and do our produce first to cancel out the thought of cross-contamination. So all we're going to do right now is we're going to slice up our lemons. As you can already see, we have our salt, black pepper, and garlic seasoning mixture already ready. So here we go. Make sure you slice. Make sure you have a nice sharp knife. All right. So now that we're done with the lemons, we're done with seasoning. We're going to go ahead and move to our meat. Now, when we move to our meat, though, you've got to wear gloves. You have got to wear gloves. But before we start our seasoning process, we're going to go ahead and turn on our grill, nice and high, medium high, really, so we can have a nice sear when we start our grilled Cornish hen. So now we're going to take our Cornish hen, already rinsed, and we're going to go ahead and section it. But in sectioning, I always like to start off with any bird that I do on its back because it's more stable. And whenever you have a sharp knife, it's easy to go right through the breastbone, as you can see. And then as we go through the breastbone, we'll go through the backbone. Now we have our half chicken. Now we have our half Cornish hen, excuse me. And then we're going to go ahead and go to our thigh meat, which goes right there. And if you get your cut nice and right, you'll go ahead and cut off the tailbone at the same time. See? Right there. Then we can cut off the tailbone, throw that off to the side. We don't need it. Now, going into the meat, going into the between the leg and the thigh, we're going to start off right vertically, because that's where the joint for the knee and the thigh are. We're going to toss that over here, right out of the way. Same thing with the opposite side. Now we're going to go to our upper, the white meat part. We're going to go right here where this joint is, between the breast and the wing. We're going to slice right through it, like so. Throw that over there. We have our breast. We're going to toss it right there. We're going to find our joint again, and then we're going to slice right through it, quick and easy. All right, cool. Now that we have that, so now when it comes to lemons or any citrus type of fruit, we're going to, or any type of citrus, we're going to hold it upwards so that we can hold in the seeds, but we can still get the juice. That's how you keep the seeds from going into your marinade or whatever you're trying to do with it. We'll toss it off to the side, and honestly, you can hit both hands if you want to do it even quicker. Quick meal. Well, we have about 5 lemons, so we have. Alright, so when it comes to lemons about this size, 2 lemons will give us about 3 tablespoons of liquid in itself. Okay? So we have 5 lemons, so we have 7.5 tablespoons. No, 7 tablespoons. Yeah, 7.5 tablespoons, excuse me. Our grill's going. Right. Get these lemons done. 1/2 left. This is from the one when I started. Started off with 1. Alright, cool. Now we still have our salt, pepper, and garlic seasoning. Just going to go ahead and sprinkle all that on there. Alright. You can always move it in and then see what we have left. We're going to save a bit because when you put it on the grill, we're actually going to season it even more. Alright? Now we're just going to let this sit in there for a while. We're going to let this sit and marinate for about 30 minutes. So when we come back, the chicken's going to be marinated and we're going to be ready to put it on the grill. So I'll see you in about 30 minutes. And welcome back. So now we have our Cornish hen, which has been marinating for about 30 minutes, and we have our grill, which has a nice smoke to it. So when we put the Cornish hen on it, they'll have a nice sear. After we put the Cornish hen on it, we're going to go ahead and turn down the stove so that we don't overcook our Cornish hen. So we already have our grill seasoned with oil. So now we're just going to take each piece. We're going to go skin side down. You hear that great sizzle. That's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want right there. We want that great sizzle. All pieces can fit right on there. Alright. Gonna get that out of the way. Okay, so now at this particular point, we're gonna go ahead and season the bottom half. Okay? We're gonna go ahead and season the bottom half of the Cornish hen, just to give it some added flavor. Because with the marinating the lime juice, it's going to break down everything that we already have in it. But we make the precious part possible, some of the seasoning as strong as possible with it. Nice little coating. Even all the way around. That's going to take me so much time to make sure I get an even coating. Then we're going to let this sit on there for about maybe, let's say 3 minutes so we can get a nice sear. And then when we come back, it'll be ready for us to flip. So I'll see you when we get back. Welcome back. So now what we're doing right now, we're going to go ahead and we have our chicken. It says it's nice grill marks on it. So we're going to turn it 90 degrees so we can get that cross pattern on it. That beautiful cross pattern that we always get. You can use tongs at this particular point if you want to, but from my years of cooking, I've developed nice, tough hands to hot surfaces. So I'm able to go ahead and just turn it by hand. And now at this particular point, we're going to go ahead and turn down our stove to about medium-high heat. And we're just going to go ahead and let it sear. The grill is still hot enough to get a nice sear on it, but right now we don't want to burn it. That's why we turn it down. And then as it's still giving it about another 2-3 minutes, we're going to turn it over and then it's going to fully cook. So now we're ready to turn the chicken. We have our nice grill marks coming through. Beautiful grill marks. Don't be afraid, there'll be a little smoke coming up. It's real food. So now that we have our food, see the whites coming through, it's starting to cook very nicely. Now that we have it set on the side where it's going to fully cook, we can remove our gloves. We can turn down our stove just a little bit more to medium, and we can let it cook for maybe about, 10 to 12 minutes. When it hits 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and check the center of the meat with a thermometer. You're always going to have a core temperature of 165 when it comes to poultry. Red meat is different. You always want to have a higher temperature of about 170, 174. That's where you know the level of the bacteria has died off. So when we come back, the chicken will be fully cooked, ready to eat. Here we go. So now we see that our chicken is done. It's been cooking for about 11 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and just take everything off of this particular point. Now we are done. Now we just cut off our grill. And now, if you don't have a thermometer, what you can always do is just get the thickest piece of meat and just cut all the way down to the bone. All you want to see is white. You don't want to see any pink. You don't want to see any pink liquid. All you want to see is white, all the way down to the bone. Okay? So that's what we have here. So now we know that everything is done. For future recipes, or if you just need any help in the kitchen, you can hit me up on Twitter at Art of the New Age, Instagram, Art of the New Age. You can also reach me on Skype, @_the_chef. @_the_chef. Have a great night. Until next time.